What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Marvel Rivals podcast, the number one Marvel Rivals podcast, because we are the only Marvel Rivals podcast. We are your co-hosts, Chaos Pro and Skinny Lad Chris. Chris, how are you,
Mm-hmm.
buddy?
I'm doing great. I'm finally not miserable with my with the comp games anymore. I'm actually positive with them, so that's beautiful.
I'm gonna be
That's
honest.
how about you though?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm really tired right now. It's pretty late for us as we're doing this recording, so
Yeah, we're
we're
both pretty
gonna.
snoozed.
I have been playing. I have been on the game. I think over the last 2.5 days for maybe close to 24 hours.
That's
I've been on a lot, and
that is
truthfully,
crazy.
50% of it has been quick play. 50% of it has been ranked. I've been like helping a ton of my friends, rank up. Just a ton of my friends rank up before the season's over. We're only what 2 weeks away, at maybe 10 days away, I think, from the season end. From what it looks like on the in-game countdown or whatever.
11 days, yeah.
Dang. So today, everyone, me and Chris, we're gonna have a pretty light episode, and it really is gonna be light. But we're gonna have something very special for you in this episode because today we're actually gonna do a tier list among us to help you guys rank up. But we have some other categories as well that we're gonna talk about. We're gonna briefly talk about the new skins. We're gonna talk about the new season that is Among Us. We're gonna just simply brisk on it. We don't really have a lot of information on it, so there's not so much that we can talk about. But before we get started, if you guys can, always don't forget to like and subscribe to me and Chris. Chris's details are always in the description below.
Mm-hmm.
And as well, just don't forget to subscribe to your boy. But real quick, shout outs to a couple of people. Some of our friends have been ranking up, as we kind of were just briefly talking about. Content creators. Right now, we have Cozy Snap officially hit Grandmasters. Kind of a big deal because he came from
It's pretty crazy.
he came from card games, and he's Grandmasters now. Other streamers from from the Marvel Snap community, Tucker and Enturo, finally hit Diamond. Pretty freaking impressive. This is the highest I think they've ever achieved, and shout outs to them. I've been playing with them a lot, and just teaching them and showing them the ropes. And I'm gonna be honest, dude, those dudes are some soldiers, Chris. They are some
Are
soldiers.
they?
They are, because they're really good at like taking in information. Like they don't fight me on it. They're like, okay, yeah, definitely. Like I'll do this, and like I tell them once, and that's it. And then we went on a nasty win streak. We went like, I think, through plat to help them out to get to diamond. I think they went from plat to diamond in a course of 10 games with one loss. We went on a streak. It was nasty.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's pretty good. So now they're in the band. Now they're in the band, the band lobbies where you can get rid
I
of
honestly think the bans are like make the game so much more fun.
Dude, we need to tell the devs to bring it down to plat. I'm telling you, man. It needs to.
I wouldn't mind it because
Yeah.
like I don't know. I feel like it's just so like because like even in Diamond, like plat to Diamond, you find just hella Hawkeye lobbies every game.
Permaplats.
Yeah,
Hella player and Hawkeye players are permaplats because they get to diamond and they don't stay there because they perma-main those heroes, and that's just the way it is. That's how the cookie crumbles, man. But yeah, so okay, and then we have, I think Miller Ross is currently in diamond, getting close to Grandmasters from what I've seen. But there's a couple of other homies that are finally touching their toes. I think Guy is Diamond 2 at the moment. We have a lot of people, man. They're getting their teeth sunk into the Grandmaster area. Chris, where are you at right now?
me, I'm GM2 with like a good amount of points. I think like 70 or 80.
Okay.
So the goal is to get like eternity within like the next day
Oh,
or
it's
two.
doable. I think it's doable. I think I also told you I had once I hit Grandmasters, I kind of took a break from rank. But I'm planning on making my push to Eternity. This week I'll start grinding out rank again.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, I'm very picky and choosy about when I play and how I play. I don't go on the binges like you.
Yeah, sure.
For
I'll
those
do
that don't,
100 games in a row, even if I win or lose. I don't care. I'll go like a million.
Chris, I think needs an AA for matchmaking when it comes to like binging his games. Like, if he loses 10, he'll have to win 10 before he gets off. Like, it's
I can't leave negative. It's impossible for me.
it's not. You know what, dude? That's speaking like a true champion, dude. But yeah, I think Eternity. I think you can get Eternity. You shouldn't have any issues. I genuinely do think you are of that. I mean, if you're carrying your lobbies with Scarlet Witch, I don't
I
even
think
know.
it's funny. I've gotten I've gotten like so many target bans on Scarlet compared to any other character. It's crazy.
You're reinventing the wheel, dude.
And I always just put question marks in the chat and I say banning an F tier and they just go, I'm sorry. I think it's funny. No one apologizes for banning Hela or Hawkeye. They ban Scarlet from me. They have to say sorry because they're like, it's just mean. It's
I
just such a
have been
bad character.
I have been thinking of something lately, and you can tell me if I'm wrong. But do you ever just save the daggers, like the dagger throws?
Uh, yeah, it depends for what though.
Like if you know, like if you know you're gonna be going up against something pretty big or preemptively, like you're like, yo, I want to target this person. Do you ever just build them up like accordingly, and then just kind of like explode it on like a hero particularly that's like, giving you issues?
One thing I do sometimes is if there's like a weird support, just like like a straggler, I'll just save up four and I'll just flank behind them and I'll use all four on them and just one shot them.
Okay. I've been thinking of doing that a lot lately, and I've been kind of wanting to pick your brain on that. But
Yeah, that's not bad at all. If
are
you
you
if you
using
like hit them with it, it's goaded.
are you using any other heroes? I mean, you
You don't
kind of
want
have
to
to if you get.
you don't want to hear my hero pool.
What's your hero
It,
pool?
it's like I think it's like I feel like it's like the reported lineup of characters. Like if I get mass reported, I wouldn't even blame people. Like I play Iron Fist, Squirrel Girl, Scarlet Witch. Those are like my main DPS. Like that is that not just horrible?
You're that guy. You're actually that guy.
But the difference is that I'm good with them.
That just makes the situation worse.
Yeah, I'm nasty with Squirrel Girl.
I hate you so much. Um, I think my pull list is pretty top tier. I'm not gonna lie. Everyone keeps calling me an Iron Man main, and I'm like, I don't really.
Okay, to be fair, you the whole time you've played this game though, you've always liked those characters. Like you've always liked Punisher, you've always liked Iron Man,
Yeah, well, I've
and
liked
then
Punisher.
recently you started liking Star Lord. So
I mean, last couple months I started liking. I started liking Star Lord since the more current beta.
yeah, that's what I
The
mean.
China beta. Like I would say I'm actually I don't know if you knew this. How many masteries do you have so far?
Masteries like
Like hero masteries, the proficiencies.
oh, I only have one. Like Lord, I only have one.
I have almost I have one already on Iron Man, and I'm about a couple hours away from Star Lord, and I have I think 3 or 4 heroes right now that are in Centurion.
Okay, that is I actually you know what? I have like three or four that are in the second to last one before Lord. Is that
I,
Centurion?
yeah, there's a lot of people that have like just one hero, and then they're so far away with a bunch. My lineup right now in this order is it's technically Iron Man. Once I hit my max proficiency with Iron Man, I stopped using it. Um, and then I went to basically just doing Star Lord. Star Lord, I have so much fun playing. I'm very bored of Iron Man. I'm gonna be really honest. It's I only really like playing him now if I have a Hulk. If I don't, I don't really enjoy the hero because he's just so hard countered by so much now, and it's just kind
Yeah,
of not it's not
I'll be
fun because
honest. I was
you don't
playing
get
him a lot
heals.
earlier because we were getting a lot of like Hulk players.
Yeah,
He is he's pretty boring. Like I think he's fun.
Iron Man.
Yeah, like he's kind of just like a troll character because he's so broken with the Hulk
Yeah,
team up, but he's
yeah.
pretty boring. Like
He's fun because you can team wipe with him. He is fun in that sense. I'm not saying he's entirely boring. It's just frustrating because you need really good healers for him to actually be viably good. Genuinely speaking, that and you need to have good like situational awareness of backing in and out of fights, as well as health pack awareness. Like he is really good. Like he can 1v1 solo really well. It's just it does get a little repetitive. Like I'm just personally, I've played it so much that I'm bored of it. But right now it's Iron Man, Star Lord, and then Strange. My Strange is pretty goated right now. I have him down
Yeah, that's a
pretty.
pretty good lineup of characters too.
Yeah, and then right after that it's Hela, and then you're not gonna believe this. Guess who's beneath Hela?
Who?
Winter Soldier.
Mm, I
My
see
Winter
that.
Soldier.
I
I
could see
played
that.
my Winter Soldier. He's like been my new pocket. I'm getting disgusting with him. Like I don't. Punisher's actually like so far down the list. It's crazy. Like I haven't even touched him almost the entire time of this game's like
To be
start. Like
fair, Punisher's not good right now.
he's just not. Yeah, but I'm making a guide on him right now. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
my list is like weird because then it's like Punisher, or sorry, it's like dude, I played with Surfer the other day. I Spider-Man webbed with Winter Soldier 6 times in a match in the sky. Like I just watched and just grabbed and I yanked him and Surfer was like, "Holy moly!" I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, I'm getting nasty. um,
Also, do you know what's insane? I
hmm.
just I have the game up in the background. And I checked because I was curious. I only have Lord on Scarlet. Try to guess how many Lord points I have on her.
Oh, you have easily like 3,000.
10,000.
10,000? You're a first.
I
You're a sicko.
I'm like I don't know how it's possible for me to have any like proficiency on any other character, but on this one I actually have 10,000.
Okay. I just realized that we're kind of getting off track here, so let's just get to the topics
Our
here.
tired brains are getting to us.
Yeah, but this game's been fun. I like talking about it. So, real quick, we're gonna just briefly touch upon the skins and the new season. Right now, currently, I think the new skins in the game, we have the winter event, the celebrations event. We have the Venom and Magic skin that came out. What did you think of the Magic?
I like the I like the base form of it. I like the chainsaw sword.
The
But
Chainsaw Sword is so
the
good.
chainsaw, like, or not the chainsaw, like the transformed version of it looks crazy.
Yeah, it looks pretty demonic. What do you think of Venom?
Uh I like it. I'll be
I
honest, I think it's cool. It's just I don't know how to explain it. This was just not for me.
That's fair. Everyone, as everyone knows, everyone's talking about the cakes.
Okay, I
Something
will
named.
say they like amped up the cakes on
Do you?
this skin. I don't know why.
I love in the trailer when they were showing it how they
I know
just
they just pan
emphasize,
to it.
they
They
just
just
pan to
pan to the
it. They know
cheeks
what they're
and then like
doing.
slow turn the camera.
They know what they're doing. Yeah, so we have the new skins. They are, I think, limited time, so make sure you get those, and then the Groot one as well as the Jeff skin as well.
Yeah, you have
Also,
18 days left to get both of those, which I'm
one
pretty sure they are exclusive, right?
no, it's like 10 days.
10?
Wait. Well, the event is 10. Maybe you're right. Maybe, but they might roll over into the next season. I don't
But
know.
yeah, the 10 days for Winter Celebration
Yeah.
and 18 days for the shop skins.
Okay. Yeah, so make sure you guys get those because they are limited. I think, obviously they're not gonna have a Christmas skin in the summer. But for the most
Year round.
part, yeah, so the new season's upon us, Chris. Do you want to make any early predictions? We actually don't know anything about the new season. We just know that it's pretty close.
It is
Chris,
really 10 days is insanely close. Honestly, mine
what do you think?
more or less than like a prediction. I just have like a hopes. I want like more good maps.
Yeah, I'm gonna hard agree on that one.
I think that there's a lot of like good maps in the game right now, but I know they said they'd add like characters each season, like at least one or two probably is what I'm guessing.
right.
But I honestly want more maps. Like
Yeah.
I just right now I just want more maps more than characters.
What's your take on I'm gonna be honest. I thought I would really like the Hydra map, and I kind of don't.
There's I don't mind the map too much. I will say one thing that would help is the maps that transform on the
Yeah.
Hydra one are extremely buggy, like unbelievably buggy. And then
Yeah.
sometimes it's like actually game breaking, like especially the one where it like transforms and there's like the blue walls, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. 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 You
That
can't
one
walk through
actually just
those.
it just glitches your game. Like I don't know why, but it's so buggy.
Have you been? You know the one like that same map, how it moves like back and forth.
Yeah,
Have you been crushed by those walls before?
of course. I've actually
I
it's
I was
so
like
bad.
I don't have a transportation on this hero. Like what do I
Like
do?
the feeling of watching my Groot gets like clamped in a wall because he's too slow to get out is
you
like the
don't
most tragic thing.
you don't like pressure treated wood,
No, not on my team at least.
but it's more
I don't know.
protection.
I want this is my wish. I want more maps that don't transform.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm not a fan. I do like the Hydra map. Let me take that back. I do like the Hydra map. I don't like how similar all three of them are, though.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
genuinely feel like the same thing with just a different theme, and that kind of bothers me. At least with the Wakanda one, every version feels different. Like all
Oh,
of
the
them.
Wakanda one of my favorite maps, the
I
Domination.
also don't like them.
I like it.
I like how diverse they are in the sense of like how different they are, but I don't like two of them. I don't like that airport one or like the big open one with the
Oh,
death match
with
on.
the spaceship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't stand that map. That map is way too big. It's so big with so many like entry point. You can't protect everything. It's like, and then once you get into that, it's like it feels kind of like it feels like a convoy map, just as in terms of the size, but
Hmm.
like it feels like Odin's tomb with just a death pit. Like I feel like so many
Yeah.
people
It
don't know
is
what to
really
do.
open.
It's so open that it's just a big like bloodbath. Like everyone's just fighting, and then whoever wins, if you just go and hold the choke point, like that's game. Like that's realistically that's game.
Yeah. I don't know. I like the map. I think it is pretty I think sometimes it being really open can just be like hurtful.
Yeah.
Sometimes just painful, but it's not bad.
Yeah. In terms of like new heroes though, who you got any predictions? Do you have any when he wants?
Carnage.
You still want Carnage?
Honestly, Deadpool or Carnage. Deadpool's more realistic of a
I'm
character, I think.
I'm still shooting for MODOK, dude. I'm still shooting for
Modok,
MODOK.
I
I
I
think
genuinely think I personally don't want Modok, but I guarantee you he's going to be in the game at some point.
he's too much of a I mean, he's too big of a villain to not have. Like
I mean, it's Modok.
I just want to see a hero selection on like the like with his face. That's like all I
It's
care
just his
about.
head.
Just his
It's
face.
just
And then I want the Hulu
yeah.
skin. That would be hilarious.
That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah. But yeah, new seasons Among Us. But I think we're gonna just we're gonna skim through this episode. Like I said, I'm not feeling all a lot. I'm not feeling all too well. I'm feeling a little just kind of under the weather. So I do want to say we're gonna make a tier list, but this is not gonna be like a tier list of the normal. Me and Chris are going to help you guys with a tier list to help you guys rank up easier. We're going to be basically giving you our opinions, and we are pretty high up level players. And we're going to give you guys our opinions on who do you think is the easiest to hardest heroes to rank up with. Okay? So,
Mhm.
What's so funny?
I'm just thinking about how there's some characters where it's just so hard to rank up with them.
Yeah, it's pretty hard at times. But yeah, so let's go ahead and we're gonna just kind of pan over here. So all right, Chris, we're gonna start it off. I think you can. Can you see it?
Yeah, I see.
Okay, cool. All right, Chris, lay it down. We're gonna start off with the tanks per usual. Adam, get down there. What are you doing? You're not a tank. Okay. So, what is your thoughts on Hulk? If I do, I'm gonna say my opinion after you. So go ahead and start us off.
I think Hulk is really good. Like he's really usable, I think,
Yeah.
if you actually know how to play the character. I don't think he's I don't think he's a solo climb character. Like I don't think you should use him for that.
I would say he's what, kind of hard or super hard?
Mm, I think I honestly it's kind of hard.
Yeah, kind of
Like
hard.
you just got to be really good at the character before you like it's easy for you to climb.
You have to like have a good understanding of the game. You have to have good support strategists for sure. I mean, he's literally like he you need a whole team to kind of help you out as well as you just creating that space that's going to benefit your team. I think if you're trying to climb as a one trick, I think he's the character that's at the higher levels it'll be a little easier, but if you're a newer
Mhm.
player and you're trying to get through gold, or even if you want to get that Moon Knight skin, right? If you're just trying to go from silver to gold, this hero might be really hard. I genuinely think you should maybe just stay away from him if you're trying to carry. Captain America, what do you think?
Mid. I honestly mid are kind of hard. Either
I
one.
think I think he's harder than Hulk.
You think so?
Yeah,
I can agree with that.
I feel like he could be mid because like his mobility is like pretty forgiving, but his role as a character is pretty bad. Like you can't just pick this hero and be like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna hard carry. Like this
You
is
have to like know him. You have to know how he works, and you have to know when to like get in and out.
yeah. Like Hulk kind of just does what Hulk wants to do, but Captain America's like, I need to know what other people are doing. Like I'm here to support.
I think he's mid.
You think he's mid?
I think
I'll give him that.
I think so.
Okay. So Venom.
He's mid. I think he's mid.
I think he actually. I think he's semi easy to climb with as a tank.
You know what? You might be right.
Because like if you think about it, a lot of newer players tend to think that Venom is like they think he's great. A lot of people think he's broken. I mean you and I
I
both
think
know
Venom's like okay. He's not broken though.
he's not broken. But I think if you want to have a tank that is just bulky, does decent damage, and I would say if you're trying to climb at the lower levels to higher, I think he's a pretty safe pick. So are we going with semi easy on this?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
It's
I
fair.
think this is
It's
fine.
fair for Venom.
What do you think about Thor?
Mm, I think semi easy.
You think semi easy?
Yeah, he's pretty easy to use, and he's pretty good.
There's like two ways of using him. I feel like from an easy standpoint, you just press F and then E and then F.
Yeah.
But from like the harder, like if you once you get good, he becomes easier, but he's like harder to use. But like, yeah, I'll give him. He's semi easy. You said.
Yeah, I think it's just because his kit is so easy to use, and it's like you get so much value from it.
And he's so strong. I mean, the thing is with him is you can honestly press one button with this hero, and people don't realize this, but you can press just one button with this hero and get good value. You just hit your
Yeah, he does
shift.
a lot of damage.
He does a
And
lot
he
of
does,
damage. He's strong. He's got a great team up because he can be revived. I mean, granted, you're not going to see that team up, but as often as you would like. But
Mhm.
I think he's easy to climb with because of Hela just being available at the lower levels.
Yeah.
And if you want to tank, and you want to still get in those fights, he's still he's good. He's strong, you know? What do you think about
Penny, I
Penny?
think mid. I think mid.
It's easy, bro. What
You,
you
thi-
mean?
you think easy? Yeah, I guess.
Easy. It's so easy to climb. Everyone plays
She's
this
pretty
character.
easy to climb with. I'm thinking of someone who's like pretty new at the game. Doesn't know
Yeah,
how to use her.
I would say and we're not using this like once you get into like diamond and all that, you can't really once you get into like plat to diamond, a lot of your picks have to be more like intricate and smart. But in terms of climbing, I don't think at all. I don't think a lot of newer players understand how to take down a penny. You just have an advantage just purely because people don't know what to do. Like
I
just
think
walk into the
semi easy.
lines. Semi easy. I'll put her in the
Yeah.
front. I think she's actually so in. I think she's great. Even at like higher levels, she still has a good use. Like her right click is great. Her nest is always just something you have in the back of your mind. No pun intended. You have mines on the ground at all times. They're just lurking behind corners that just kind of snowball damage. Like it's just
Hmm.
I think she's close to easy in my opinion, but I think a lot of people do not prioritize items, and she just gets value purely because of that.
Yeah, I
What
think that's true.
What do you think about Groot?
Semi easy.
You
Pretty
think
good.
semi easy? I think he's
It's
actually.
not bad right now.
I think you can carry with Groot.
Yeah. I think you can carry with him. I don't think he's like super. I think he's easy to play, but I think once people like start breaking your walls, it'll be a little harder.
Semi
But
easy?
he's pretty. I think he's like semi easy to climb with. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like categorize them in particular,
No.
like
Yeah. Yeah.
front to
No
back or
way.
anything, but you know what? Wait, maybe we should. I think this is the order though. I think probably like that would be from easiest to hardest of this particular category.
Hmm.
Magneto and Doctor
Uh,
Magneto.
very top.
You
Easy.
think easy to climb with?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I think he's easy.
Yeah, he's pretty easy. You know, I actually was just telling this to Kazuma. We were having a talk about it. Um, this is something that I didn't really think about until as of recent because I've started using him a little bit more. I actually, and this is a weird take. It's a weird take. I could be wrong on this, but I actually think Magneto is better offensively than he is defensively. And do you want to know why?
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know if this is the correct thing, but I want to say this because although he has a shield and bubble, um, his main attack, right, like how he has that long range, um,
Yeah.
typically in fighting, the rule of thumb is range tends to give you a better advantage of like you can play to your range, right? Like you want to keep that distance. I feel like it's easier to shoot someone pushing forwards with Magneto than pushing backwards because it's like if someone tries to get in on you with range, if they're always taking your range away because that's what he wants, right? He has that range effect, where he goes like that long distance. I
Hmm.
feel like if you take that away from him, he increases. He has no answers like to get you like. He doesn't necessarily have like ways to push you forward. It's weird. I don't know how to. I don't know where I'm cooking with this one, but like I feel like he's better at shooting walking forward than shooting backwards. I feel like it's really easy to actually push him back. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
think he has good like he does a lot of damage. I think it's smarter to use him like hybrid because
Yeah,
it's like I think he's such like a space maker that I
yeah,
think you should just be doing like as much damage as you can all the time.
right.
But
It's
also
not.
he has like two shields. So he's kind of like both
Yeah,
like best of both worlds.
he definitely has like all the tools for offensive and defensive, but I feel like if I were to say like where he's actually strong at, I think he's actually good at walking people backwards and dictating that versus actually being once he's being walked backwards, I feel like he can't bounce back from that. Like it's hard for him to push that pace backwards. Like he has to rely on the team for him to like and able to maintain that pace. But once that pace is
Hmm.
going, he starts to steamroll. Um, Strange, without a doubt, I think
Yeah,
is the
easiest in the game.
easiest tank. Like you can honestly, I think it's just the better version of Magneto in the sense of like for most of what he wants to do. Like it's like Magneto, but even better. Like Strange, I feel like there's no wrong. Like he's like we were saying, he's just a comfort pick. Like you can play this hero. You could honestly, if you can learn this character with like his small combos that he has, you can actually carry teams with this hero. And honestly, he is a solid DPS for a hero, for like a tank.
Yeah.
You just learn how his like magic, how you shoot his magic, and he will actually do very well. I think that's it for tanks. What do you want to? Okay, so Iron Fist.
Hmm.
I'm gonna be honest, Chris. I'm really thinking super hard.
I think, yeah, it has to be super hard.
It has.
He's like, I don't know how to explain it. He's such like a pub stomper,
Right.
right? But he's so bad. Like
Yeah.
in terms of actually getting like value, it's so hard to kill things with him. And I think that just makes him super hard. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's just so hard to get value with. Like especially the higher, because I'm thinking like maybe bronze, easy, silver, easy. Gold, it starts getting like a little tough probably. Plat, like people are not gonna let you do anything.
Yeah, I would agree. I feel like once you get into the gold to plat range, this character increasingly just becomes like this is like such a high skill ceiling where you just need to know how to play the game already, and
Yeah,
then you play this
it's one of the
hero.
scenarios where it's like you
You
have to know going in that you get less value the more you rank up. Like
you're
that's
not gonna
true for like some characters, but like Strange, his value stays the same from bronze to like
the
top
eternity.
500 of like what you need to
Yeah,
do.
one above all. Like he's just
But Iron
you can.
Fist, he's just Iron Fist.
Yeah, I don't. If you're playing this hero and you're having trouble ranking up, this is not the hero for you. Like this is more of a hero
It's a hard hero
situation.
to get value
It's
from.
it's a hard hero to get, and it's hard for your team to play around. It's hard for a lot of things. You're not serving the team a lot of purpose, and then you're probably just yelling at your supports for not healing you. But realistically, you're probably overextended. This is a hero that just, in a nutshell, is he's a case for problems, and you're probably winning and losing too much, and it's usually because it's not because of you that you're winning, and it's probably because of you that you're losing. Like there's a lot of that going on. So I think this character is super hard to kind of
Yeah,
if you can
he's
make
pretty hard
it
to get
work.
value from.
If you can make it work, go for it. Iron Man. I actually think this is an easy
Easy.
hero. Super easy.
Definitely easy. Yeah,
He is
yeah.
a pub stomper. He has a great utility in terms of just being able to get in, get out, do what you want to do. You can play him in so many different ways. I will say, if you're just sitting back repulsor blasting, you can do that, but just know there are far more efficient ways to use him. He does get countered by a lot, but he, for the most part, is a pretty safe pick more than half the time. I'm just going to take the cake on that one, if that's cool with you, Chris.
Yeah,
Ma-
he's pretty easy.
Magic. Do you think easy or do you think hard? What do you think?
Um, I think mid.
You think mid?
Mid are kind of hard.
I'm tempted to put kind of hard.
I think kind of hard. She's a really techie character.
Yeah,
Like
you have to learn a lot.
she like really relies on her one shot combo
Yeah.
and like being able to escape and stuff like that. So I think you gotta like she's one of those characters you gotta know how to play her. Like for sure. Like you don't just do things on her and it just works.
Yeah, and you also have to know that like if you're solo playing, this is like a hero too, like uh similar to Iron Fist. She's just like one of those heroes. It's like you need to know when it's like a good time to be playing this hero, especially on map dependent. Like convoys, like on defense or offense, like there are times and ways that you want to play. Like playing a character like this on like defensive convoy, like you're
Mhm.
basically saying like, hey, other DPS, you need to take a lot of the workload of keeping things back, and we have to hold this choke point because like other than that, I can't. She's not gonna hold people back. She's just basically gonna hold the fort. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So you want kind of hard or mid?
Mm, I think kind of hard. I think
Kind of
she's
hard?
like only because I think she's like Hulk, where like I'd really recommend learning the tech of the character, like how they really work before grinding with
Yeah.
them like that.
Yeah. Moon Knight.
Mid.
You think mid?
Yeah. He's not bad.
Yeah, I think he's kind of safe in the semi-easy aspect. Like he's got a pretty straightforward kit.
Yeah, and
Um,
also I think it's funny. I don't know if you know what I mean. His playstyle doesn't change from top 500 to like bronze very much.
yeah, it's kind of the same thing. It's
Like his
just
kit is pretty simple. I think the only difference is like consistency.
yeah, I think he's just one of those heroes that you just need really good aim and just good positioning, and this character can. I don't know if I told you this, but I've actually been using this hero lately, and Chris, I'm just saying this right now. There was a game I had. I think it was a solid 4 straight minutes of hitboxes nonstop. It was the most satisfying thing I think I've ever done in my entire career. It was pretty
Really.
nasty. Yeah, it was pretty nasty. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I want to put him in semi-easy.
Semi easy.
No, I'll put him mid. I'll put him mid.
I think no. I think semi easy.
Semi-easy. Okay.
Yeah, I think especially for the lower ranks.
Name more.
Uh, I think
Semi-easy.
honestly easy.
You think easy?
Yeah, he's a carry. He's a carry character.
Yeah, and honestly, if you're trying to rank up, a lot of people don't already shoot the items as it is. So he just gets immense value. Like anyone that just tries to dive you at lower levels too, like he is the character to play. He
Yeah,
counters dive. Like and people that aren't good at dive, like they're just learning those, they're gonna just get chewed up by him. Black Panther is easy.
easy. No, I think he's
He's hard
super
though,
hard.
dude. Super hard.
Super
Without a
hard. You
doubt.
gotta know how to. You would need to know how to play him,
All right.
and you gotta play him good.
All
Oh
right.
gosh.
This one here. Oh, hold on. Black Panther. He is one of, I think, in my opinion, he is one of the hardest players to actually characters to be good with and to carry. Like you need to know where he is strong. You need to know when to go in. If you're
I think you
picking this
just gotta
hero,
like perfect his combos. Like yeah, you
yeah,
gotta be so consistent in hitting them.
and then knowing when is the time to like evacuate,
Yeah.
because he's all in. Like he's all in. Like you're not gonna carry, and if you can't carry with him, then kudos to you. I think he's super incredibly hard to rank up with. Like this is like
Mm.
not a first day one pick. Scarlet Witch, take the cake. Take the wheel.
She needs her own tier below super hard. She is not. She's not good at all. Like definitely, I think. How do I explain this? I think you just. She's one of those characters. Just know she will never be good. Like the whole time you're playing her from bronze to like GM, you are only going to get less value, and it's only going to become harder. Like
Do you think she can carry though at earlier lobbies?
I've said this from the beginning. I think she's a complete skill check character. Like cuz her value comes a lot from you living
Right.
because you do constant damage when you're alive because if you just hold your left click every second you're alive, you're just always getting value from just living. So I think in the beginning she will carry if you know how to play her. Like she'll definitely dominate cuz you have aimbot and like the lower ranks won't know how to fight against that.
Right.
But I think once you get to like maybe plat or diamond, it's gonna become very hard for you because people are gonna learn that you're really squishy and you don't do much damage.
So is it safe to put her maybe semi-easy or mid?
Mm, super hard.
Do you
She's
think
pretty hard to
super hard?
climb with.
Pretty hard to climb. I mean, from a newer level player standpoint, I'll give you that because like I feel like even at like I'll say kind of hard. I won't say super hard, but kind of hard because I feel like you can still
I do agree she's easier than Iron Fist in terms of ranking up.
yeah.
I think.
Let's just go with the safe bet. Yeah, I'll trust you. You think super hard
Yeah, I think super hard, but not as hard as Iron Fist.
like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Iron Fist is like I don't
This
know.
is coming from a
That
Scarlet Witch main, by the way. Just remember, Iron Man main, I put it easy, okay?
it's true.
Okay. This is without a doubt a super hard.
Yeah, I think for the same reasons as Black Panther, you gotta know this. You gotta know him.
You just need to have good mechanical skills off rip. Like if you don't have it, this is just not the hero for you. If you do have it, this will be easy, but this is more of this hero here is more case by case. Like it's like you sure might have an easier time to climb, but any newer player going from bronze to gold, this hero right here, Spider-Man, you are throwing your games because you just are going to be a sitting duck not knowing what to do.
Yeah.
Squirrel Girl, mid.
Mm,
She's spammy.
I think mid. Yeah,
Yeah,
mid.
I think she's mid. She's got a good kit. It's pretty simple. It's not too
She
hard.
does good damage. I
She
think
has
she's just like,
she has good value. I mean, even if you're spamming your stun, you still get something
yeah.
out of it.
Like I think as long as you're hitting things, something will die
Star
eventually.
Lord. Star Lord.
Mm.
I think ultimate carries. I think the
Ultimate does
hero
carry.
ultimate carries, but hero doesn't.
Honestly, kind of hard. I think or mid.
This character is actually really hard. Like people like I'll be playing like Star Lord and people go, "Oh, wow, you're using such a skillful hero." And I'm like, "Dude, you're playing Hawkeye. Like chill." First of all, I actually have to you have to maintain your aim and you have to have really good movement with Star Lord. This is the one thing that people don't understand is his magazine is very small and you have to be very close range and you have to hit all of your shots to get the amount of immense value he needs. This character is actually hard to use, but the ultimate can carry. I would say he's kind of hard. I'm tempted to actually
Yeah,
put him in
I'd
super
I'd, I'd
hard.
agree with you. He's kind of hard.
Super hard or kind of hard? I'll put kind of hard.
Mm, I think kind of hard. He's not super hard.
Yeah, he. I mean, you can still get a lot. Like his ult can carry through a lot in the general aspect. Like you may not be getting kills with him like by himself, but his ult can still be good enough to wipe an entire team, and that is good value. Like if you just aim to do that all the time, it could work.
Hmm.
Kind of. This one's gonna be a fact. Like super hard. She's just not a hero that like you can pick up and just you're not like you're just not gonna be the person the winning factor. Storm.
Yeah, I think super hard, especially how she is currently.
Yeah. Did they
She
nerf
is
her
not.
tornado?
Yeah, they did.
What did they do to it?
I think it does 25 less damage.
That's
So instead of
crazy.
100, it does 75,
Huh.
which is a big nerf.
Yeah. All right. So we got Mr. Punisher. Is this one a semi easy?
Yeah, semi easy for
Semi
sure.
easy. I think he's above Moon Knight.
If you come from a different game and you can aim, you pick up Punisher, you're gonna kill things.
Yeah. I mean, this one's pretty straightforward. He's just got so many utility that it's just never really a wrong thing, and it's all pretty straightforward. Black
Super
Widow.
hard.
Do you think
Super
super
hard.
hard?
Yeah.
I was tempted to put kind of hard, but yeah, this is a super hard situation. She just requires pinnacle peak aim. Bucky, I'm gonna be honest, kind of hard.
I can agree with that.
I
I
think
would say kind of hard or mid. I'm fine with either.
I don't think mid, and here's why. As someone that's been using the hero, um, it actually took me a bit for me to get good with his aim, and that's coming from someone that has good aim. Like this hero is like he hits like a truck, but it's hard to hit. Like it's really hard to get the value out of his gun.
Hmm.
But his abilities, he's one of those heroes that just it's his abilities that's the easier part to use. His abilities are simple. You can grab and then you can like dash and use your uppercut and alone that gets pretty much close to killing or KOing someone.
Hmm.
The hard part of him is just shooting. Like that is the actual hardest part about him. And it's because he has a projectile, it's not a hit scan. And it's only like 3 shots. So like you almost like he's just hard to aim with. And I don't know what it is, but it just is. Um
Yeah, he has like a weird way of aiming, and his kit is kind of like you have to be able to hit your hooks. The slow's pretty easy to land, and so is like the uppercut.
Yeah.
But he's
He
definitely
he's just not a hard carry unless you're like actually cracked out of your mind.
yeah. You gotta know how to play the character. I
You
do
have to
think he does
know.
have the potential to be a hard carry though, like
Oh yeah. He is.
especially if you're good enough with him.
He is a skill check character for sure. Like it's just like weird. Like there I kind of go back to it and you can use his abilities and carry just purely by using the ability aspect side of him. But
Mhm.
where you really shine is with his aim. Like just you pulling someone in already gives your team like immense value, but like
Mhm.
after that, like if you can't do anything else, then you're kind of just a duck out of water or fish out of water. Wolverine.
Wolverine,
This is without a doubt
I think super hard.
super
I think
duper.
uh, I think he is gonna. You're gonna have a hard time ranking up with him.
Do you want to
Not to say
hear?
he's horrible, but he just he requires like follow up, which is gonna be hard.
Okay, so Chris, I was talking to Gomez, Super Gomez from NTMR, and
Mhm.
he made an alt account just so that he could one trick Wolverine, just because he wants to have fun, right?
Yeah.
I listened to him play in his bronze matches. Like I was hanging out with him in like Discord, and he was like kind of miserable going through bronze. He's like, this character might be impossible to carry with, and I was like, really? He goes, yeah, he's not an easy character to carry with. But then like once he got higher up, he said it became easier. Like the higher you go in rank with Wolverine, the better Wolverine is. It's like the
Do you
weirdest
know why? Do you know why
because
though?
he's a
It's the follow
kidnapper.
up. Yeah, it's the follow up. If you kidnap somebody in bronze, they're like, "Why'd you just put a tank in front of my face?" But
Yeah, they
if
don't
you do it in like GM, people are like, "Oh, free kill."
free food. It's just like
Yeah, exactly.
it's like it's like a what is it uh like a zombie apocalypse. You just throw a live person into a pit of zombies and like, oh, it's food. It's just like he's the deliverer. So
Yeah, he's definitely a weird one.
all right,
Hawkeye, semi easy. I'll be honest for Hawkeye or super.
super easy.
Yeah,
You could be the worst player in the world. You hit one
and
one
that's a kill.
headshot. You get one headshot, your whole team can push. All right, Psylocke, what do you think? I'm not even going to give this guy attention. I'm not giving
Nah,
Hawkeye.
nah, he doesn't
I'm
deserve it.
you don't even want to know. I'm so irritated by this dumb hero. I'm so you know what? No. I will give him attention and I'm going to rant. You want to hear my rant? You're going to laugh at this.
Oh no.
I have been posting on Twitter about this character and what people think, and I want to know what people think. Do you know what people think would be the balance to him is?
Hmm.
There's a lot of people that think this. People think that Hawkeye needs a reload, and they think that that would fix him.
A reload?
A reload. They think that that would fix the character. Let me explain to you why, and for two reasons why that doesn't work. The first reason is going to make you laugh. So one guy on Twitter told me, he says, well, it's not reloading the bow, it's reloading the quiver. I said, okay, first of all, and I did throw out actually, I said, actually, you don't reload a quiver, you restock it. Because like, and if think about it like this. Imagine you're a Looney Tunes character pulling out random bows and being like, "Oh man, how many arrows do I need to put in my quiver for this save the world mission? 5? Oh, okay, that sounds appropriate. Let me just put 5 arrows."
It would definitely
Imagine
make a lot less sense.
imagine Hawkeye going into a world-saving situation and thinking he's bringing 5 arrows. 5 or 6 arrows.
Yeah,
We'll
I don't
say
know.
we'll say 8 arrows just to be generous. Do you think this man needs 8 arrows to save the world? Like what? This dude is going up against gods and like vibranium armor and like Hulk skin and just in general Iron Man's, and he is one tapping these people. with a bow and arrow, like the most ancient like piece of technology next to Mjolnir's hammer. I'm just throwing it out there, dude. So first of all, if you're having to pull out
Making him
arrows,
reload would be crazy.
I'm just like, okay, so reloading would not fix him. And they're like, well, why do you think so? I was like, okay, first of all, reloading doesn't fix his issue. It's him one-shotting people so frequently and so easily, and like the fact that you just need to hit one shot to get immense value for a team to completely be a man down. He dictates the way people have to play. Like you're forced to bunker up around corners. It just doesn't really make me feel like he is a real representation of what the game is supposed to be like. I know that's a weird take, but that's just how I think. But imagine this. You're in the battlefield, and this man pulls out of his pocket 5 more arrows to put in his quiver. Don't you think it would make sense, instead of pulling it out into his pocket, to put it into his quiver? Don't you think it just makes sense that he's already pulling it out, putting it into his bow?
Yeah.
He's already reloading.
It'd be weird otherwise.
You're reloading a bow. Like, you think of it however you want.
Also, that removes the whole point of a quiver.
Yes. That,
You don't.
I swear to God, if they give him a reload like that, and that's the only thing they do, I'm gonna make one of those skits about like me having to reload my quiver.
It's so bad. Yeah, that'd be terrible.
It's just not okay. Reloads are like, they're like, oh, it's to get rid of his spam. It's like, no, dude, I'm telling you, like, a reload doesn't change his issues. It just doesn't. Like, I'm playing Star-Lord, and I genuinely can't even face to face fight him because he 2-taps. But he does carry people. Like, it's crazy. Okay, anyway, that was my rant. Psylocke. Or would you say this is easy or super easy?
I think super easy.
You think super easy?
Yeah, easy.
I do think once you learn her, she's pretty damn good. I want to say the same. Hela,
Yeah,
I'm just,
easy.
Easy. The easiest hero. Like, these 3, like, right here, I'll say
those are like the
the
sacred trio. Like, those are all the easiest, like,
these 3 are
hard
banned.
carry characters.
These
They
3
are going to be banned.
And if these 2 were banned, then you play Namor.
Yeah.
Namor's the backup to these 2. But yeah. But it looks like
Dagger?
it looks like we're into
only
supports
supports
now.
Yeah.
Do you think
I think easy.
You think,
Yeah, 100% easy.
I think semi-easy.
I'm fine with that too.
I think semi-easy because I actually don't think their heal put is. No, you know what?
I'm thinking because the aimbot is like so strong, it's gonna be so easy to carry, like keep people up.
I'm thinking the same. I'll give it that. Yeah.
Semi easy for Rocket, I think.
I'm gonna put Rocket at mid.
I think mid. I kind of agree.
I feel like his heals are just not. His
heals
good.
are kind of like bad, but
you play him for the utility. You don't play him for the heals.
Yeah, you play him for the team up and the revive. Besides that, his heals are pretty lackluster.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy. So easy.
Loki.
Kind of hard.
Kind of hard.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go. We kind of ran through this real quick. Let me see here. So Luna, just in general, has phenomenal kit. She has good heals. The only hard part to her is just aiming. That's it. If you get that down, you're in a good spot. Great ultimate. It just saves teams. Cloak and Dagger, kind of a lot of kit to learn, but once you get it down, she's a good helper. She's just in general good. Rocket, you play him for the utility. Kind of the heals are just kind of meh. Loki, kind of hard. It's not that he's not good. He's actually, I'm starting to think he's starting to be a really good healer. He's just really hard to like figure out all of his, like, he has a lot to him.
Yeah, he does. He's just kind of like again, if you know the Loki tech, you'll like almost never die.
Yeah. And he keeps people up, man. He keeps people alive. He has
really
good
heals. Like if you know where to place like your clones, you do good heals.
Yeah. Mantis,
Mantis, I think easy.
without a doubt, the easiest healer in the entire game.
So easy.
She's great. She's strong. She provides good damage. She honestly solo carries, in my opinion. Oh God, here we go. We're gonna put him in the back. Okay, Adam Warlock.
Uh, I I'll be honest, kind of hard.
You think so?
Yes, I think especially if you're starting from like bronze, because your heals are good
But he's not a
and the
healer.
soul link is really good. But that's what I'm saying. That's what makes it hard. I think at first.
He's a sub support with main DPS. I've been playing him
Yeah,
actually
I think
lately.
he has like insane DPS output. His
Yeah,
heals aren't bad either, actually. Like they're pretty decent. It's just
he's a sub support.
yeah.
And
Like
what that
I
means,
think if your other support isn't healing a lot, or if they're not doing their part, it's gonna be really hard for you to play Adam.
yeah. But if your healers are doing their part, then you take a
Okay,
big
you know
like
what? Actually, I think mid.
you think mid?
Yeah.
I mean, getting the revive in general, giving your team the ability to fight more is always good.
Yeah, I think mid's fair.
Mid's fair. I'm also tempted to put him in kind of hard, but yeah, like you kind of can just DPS with him and then just like snap the finger when you need to, and everyone around you just gets healed. And then last but not least, the boy Wonder.
Hmm. I don't know where to put Jeff.
I'm putting him in easy mode.
He's pretty easy.
His ult carries.
It does. It actually does carry.
It's enough to piss off all of Twitter.
Like I think especially in what like early ranks, no one's gonna dodge his ult, and you're just gonna get like a 5-man off a cliff.
It's so funny watching so many people complain about his ult.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, he's definitely super easy. He's a
Uh,
really easy character.
Is this the list then, Chris? Is this the easiest heroes to? I mean, look at the top list. Isn't that just all of ranked?
Yeah, that's just who you see.
half
That
this
is just
list,
my lobbies.
half this list on the top is just pure bans. By the way, poor Magneto, he doesn't get banned.
Yeah, I usually don't see people ban Magneto that much.
He's a safe pick. He like if you get your Strange Gun, he's just a character that you can fall back on. Like he's the poor man's Strange.
Yeah, like I see people ban what's their name a lot. Strange. A
Yeah,
lot of people ban Strange. I don't see people ban Mag though, unless it's like a target ban.
yeah, for sure. Well,
I think that's good. I'm happy with that list.
I think this is pretty good. I'm
It
still
is kind
tempted
of
to.
scary to me that that top list is just my lobbies.
Yeah, I would say these characters from our point of views. It's funny how we have like 4 supports in here.
Yeah.
It's hint at y'all. Play more supports. Honestly though, if you do want to rank up in this game and have an easier time ranking up, play the tanks and supports. Just ditch the DPS, and if you just play supports and tanks, you'd be surprised how much more often you'll win. Like
Yeah, honestly,
you'll
I will
just
say
win.
either you just pick one of the hard carry characters. Like I think the characters I would count that in are like Hela, Psylocke, and like Luna and Doctor Strange. Those 4 characters, like you can solo carry your team, start to
Yeah,
finish.
they're server admins. And if you see people on your team picking these, genuinely be like, "Oh, this guy wants to win. I'm just gonna pick like a healer. Like play Mantis and damage booster Hela. Play Mantis, damage booster Hawkeye. Like
Damage boosting Hawkeye's criminal.
like play Doctor Strange and stand in front of your Hela and Hawkeyes. Like, and I'm not even kidding you. Like really do that, and you'd be surprised how like just let them enable your team and you'll win. These are the heroes. If you're trying to get that Moon Knight skin for gold, if you want to rank up from bronze to plat, these, in my honest to God opinion, me and Chris's opinions, this is the list that you want. Like this is, I would say, a pretty damn good close list to easiest to hardest to carry.
Yeah, I saw some people. This kind of random. I saw some people were worried about not getting the skin in time.
Yeah.
And I think there's still a lot of time to, if you want to do it, you can. I really do think you just need to commit to like, because it gold realistically, if you're like honestly speaking, if you're not that good at the game, it might be pretty hard for you to get there like in 10 days.
Yeah.
But I think just pick a really safe character like Luna, Mantis, or something like that, and just like pocket your way to gold just for the
Yeah.
skin.
You can do it. Like playing a support. I mean, I have some friends that are they are really they are not gamers, okay? They are not gamers, and I'm telling you, man, they play support and they're like plat now. And I'm like, dude, like one of my real life friends, he is not a gamer and he's in plat and he just plays purely just like Luna. He just plays Luna. And it's so funny. Like he's not a gamer and he just plays that hero and it just pops an ult, boom, immense, like you win like you win the fight. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
So all right, Chris, well, I think that wraps up for today, man. I will be seeing you next week.
Also,
We
everybody do the Jeff challenges. Get the Jeff skin before it leaves.
Yeah, make sure you're doing that. That's really important. Do the Jeff Skin
Make sure to get all your
challenges.
freebies while you can.
Oh, one more thing about that. Did you know that you know how you have that whole like background that you can decorate for your challenges?
Yeah.
It says on the bottom that it'll become a postcard or something for your in-game like menu or whatever. It's like a collectible.
Uh-huh.
Whatever you choose, I think whatever you choose to have on yours is permanently made to you. Like it's custom to you. So everyone will have their own little postcard collectible.
I think I did see that somewhere. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's gonna like snap pick itself and then like yeah, but it's kind of like Fortnite when they had that one battle pass skin that you could like customize like
You customize it and it stays the same forever afterwards.
forever. Yeah, it's yours. So
That's pretty
yeah,
cool.
make sure you guys are doing your challenges because the silver ones allow you to change the tree, change your presence, change the lights, change the mountains in the back. Just check that out. There's like a ribbon on top that you can click. Mess around with it and like actually like mess around. Like there's some stuff in there that's hidden that are clickable that you didn't even know that was clickable. So
Yeah.
check that out. I'm like only a couple away from completing it entirely. I use the Clintar Mountains. I think they look cool. They
Yeah,
look
let
really
me see.
cool.
What did I use? What did I use for mine? I have it open.
They have like the
I think
Asgard.
oh, mine I used Hydra.
Yeah, that's bad. You're
It's
bad.
pretty
You're evil.
no.
I used Clintar.
Not the Hydra postcard.
I'm gonna make mine all Clintarian.
Let me
Clintarian.
see. That one's pretty cool.
All right. Well, Chris, if you guys can, please don't forget to like, subscribe to us as we will be back next Monday, 6 a.m. It's funny because I listen to these on my way to work just to kind of
Yeah.
like listen to it. And I get lost. I'm like, hey, this is kind of a good podcast. I listen to it on my long drives. So, but yeah, next week I think we're gonna be covering the brand new season as it's pretty much gonna be the week beforehand. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have some pretty cool insights on that. That'll be fantastic. But again, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe. We will catch you guys in the next one. So long.
Goodbye.